done from the jump. Up top when I speak, all cap with the speech till they caught up in the rapture. I'm so out of line with the phrase game. Let's take a break, been a long day. Hit your line, what you fall through with the light sticks. Maybe help me spark the ideas. We got nowhere else to go, it's only up from there. I've been on my own, just running through the field. Say vivid for the ears, I know that's how they like it. Yeah, I fantasize it. Tell me that it's real when it's all said and done. I said it how I fit it. I let them hear the fear of a passive aggressive angry black man with a passion, steady grip.
Welcome to the A1. My name is Moyin Oloruntoba, and today, coming back on the channel, Miss Adeola Ariyo.
Hey, Moyin.
How are you doing?
I'm good, my love. How are you?
I'm good. So this is actually part 2.
Yes.
Because part 1 was lit.
It was lit. It was
a great conversation. We spoke about you and how you kind of ventured into modeling, how that all started. Yeah. And that was, I mean, we've gotten some great responses already from that conversation, which is awesome. But we spoke so much that we actually didn't get a chance to talk about the rest of it, which is the TV presenting part, right?
Yes.
So here we are. It is 2021. We both added officially, TV presenter to the title.
Absolutely.
So I want to know for you how that process kind of started off. But let's start with, you've been a model for a good amount of time. When did you feel like you wanted to venture for more?
I'd always felt it. Going back to the conversation that we had in our previous little chat, I mentioned how I'd wanted to stop modeling a couple of times. And obviously, with thinking about wanting to stop something that I have done for so long, I had to think, okay, what's next? And at the time, funny enough, I didn't have a solid answer. I just knew TV. I don't know if it's a deal or no deal girl.
With the suitcase.
Which I was at some point, actually. With the suitcase, number 9, Adeola. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that it would be in TV.
Yeah.
And I've dabbled in acting in the past, but I've not done so much with it. I'm not too sure how well. I mean, I'm a drama queen, so surely I switch. Surely I can do it, but I just feel like I haven't been given the opportunity to go into that. I obviously, when I'm in my house by myself, I do the most. I feel like I need cameras in my apartment because a lot happens when I'm by myself. A lot. Okay. So I can literally stand in front of the mirror and just do things and just act things. And I'm like, wait, but you can do this. So then why haven't you really gone into it? Then I realized that no, it's because I want to do what they do back home. I want to be in Nollywood. I don't want to be doing any of this. I want to be able to, I express myself a lot better when I have my Nigerian accent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, So I kind of put that in the corner because I was still kind of trying to figure out what I was trying to do, where I was going and everything. And then the thought of, okay, maybe TV presenting. What if I can't do it? I had doubts, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I have my own show, which is something I've always wanted to do. What if, it's like imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Literally. And then COVID happened.
Right.
Thanks, COVID. And I was just sitting in the house like everybody else was, pondering, okay, if you want to do this, you need to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And then a little app called TikTok.
Oh, did TikTok play a role in this?
Played a role in this. A huge, huge role. Huge!
Okay,
My very first TikTok post was so random. It was... I do a lot of ad-libs. I can literally listen to something and then I would lip sync, not ad-lib. Why did I say ad-lib? What am I saying ad-lib?
But yes, lip sync.
Lip sync?
Yeah.
Why did I say ad-lib?
I don't know.
Lip sync. And I was like, wait, I can do this. And with the emotions that I hear from whatever it is that I'm lip syncing to. So then I started playing around on TikTok. My first video was it was obviously 15 seconds of me just lip syncing something.
Yeah.
And I was like, hang on a second. there's something here. I took it from TikTok, posted it on Instagram, and the responses I got. And I'm like, wait, so you mean to tell me that this whole time that you've been afraid to do this and show people that you can do this, you could have been doing even more?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So then I was like, okay, let me continue. So I started doing a lot of like lip syncing things on TikTok. I started getting a lot of like attention on TikTok and Instagram because I'll post there as well. And then a lot of people started coming, like comments, you need your own show. You should do this. We need to see you on our TV screens. Literally, they were manifesting my life for me. Literally.
Yeah.
And then I was like, maybe I should. But where, how, I don't know. And then towards like the end of the year, a friend of mine, a very, very good friend of mine, sent me a post on Instagram. It was like an ad. They were looking for talk show, like a talk show host type thing.
Like commentators.
No, what am I even saying? Not talk show host.
Like panelists.
Panelists. Am I allowed to like mention names?
You know what, let's go for it. So essentially it was the show that's now on Honey, which is
The Buzz.
The Buzz. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and it was Annalise casting.
Absolutely.
Call.
Yes. So my friend sent me, I'm going to drop her name because she's so amazing, Julie Bashala. Sent me a message. She's like, listen, I think you can do this. Like, audition and let's see what happens. I was like, you know what? Yeah, this has me written all over it because it's literally a TV show where we discuss real life issues and right up my alley.
Yeah.
I love to talk. I'm so opinionated, so why not? You know? Yeah. So then I sent them an email. I was like, hi, I would love to audition, blah, 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 blah. They sent me an email back saying, okay, this is what you need to do, la, la, la. I made it to the second round. I was like, oh my God, amazing. And then I made it to the round where I actually met the team.
Okay.
And
so does that mean that you flew to Johannesburg?
I didn't know. This was still
virtual COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Zoom. So we had a meeting. I met the head of content. I met, a couple of people. We had a chat, and then I was just like, Father Lord.
Oh wait, head of content. So yeah, I think we'll always be wondering if she's saying names or not.
I know.
So she was in that meeting. So it wasn't just the production company. It was Channel and their production company.
It was Channel.
Only.
I don't think it was production company. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
Because back then, if you ask me now, if I see them now, I'll be able to. But now that I'm trying to remember who was there, I can't really remember. But I know head of content was there.
Okay.
So we had a conversation and everything, and I was like, okay, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And then I got a couple more emails from the same channel, but different shows now.
Yes.
We would like you to audition for this role. We would like you to audition for this and this. So it was like, oh, okay. I've auditioned for what I want to audition for, but there's more. So why not?
Yeah.
And it was all obviously different things. So I think I auditioned for one other thing. Did I? Where was that? Hang on. No, I was told about something, and then I was called in to audition for something.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, wonderful. It was the same person who had referred me to another production company that were doing another show for the channel.
Okay.
So then I went in. This was my first ever audition. I shit you not. First ever. I had lines. I was supposed to remember. I was supposed to be this whole presenter person, something I've never done before.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? This is like a casting. Even if you don't do exactly what they ask you to do, as long as they can see your character, your personality, they can feel your presence, that's all that matters. Yeah. Did I not get there? Not know my lines, as usual. The thing is, I struggle with learning lines, I've noticed.
Really?
Yeah, I can't. Show me a picture or something. Don't give me words.
Okay, so you're very visual.
I'm stupidly visual.
Okay.
Insanely.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I get the gist of what they're trying to say. So I got there, walked in. Hi guys, I'm joking. Like, hi guys, let's do this. I was so nervous. I was so nervous because I was just like, okay, they're either gonna love you or they're not gonna really like you like that too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
What am I losing? Nothing.
True.
So I got there and then I was like, okay, this is it. Mind you, I didn't practice. I have this thing of, no, when it's the time,
It would just
come out.
It would just come out. Just come out.
So I get there and then I'm like, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, just remember your people that you love on TV. So I was thinking of Banang. I was thinking of all these like TV presenters and how they are and how they, what they do. I wasn't trying to copy anyone, but I was just like, own this thing. Camera comes and action. Hey! From salons and back rooms across before I knew I was really doing things, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I could do this.
Yeah.
I didn't know the lines properly, but like I had the energy and everything for it, And then I auditioned, and then there was another lady that was there auditioning. And before I went into audition, I'm hearing her recite her lines in some next room. And her voice was everything. I was like, oh my God, is that who I'm going up against? There is no way.
Yeah.
There is no way. But what I kept telling myself was, listen, you've been in front of a camera for over 2 decades.
That's the thing. That's the experience.
That's what I'm bringing to this thing right now. I will show you that I'm not afraid of a camera or two, or afraid of so many things in the room with people and what. Do what you know how to do best. Yeah. So I just brought in my, personality and everything. The audition for me, I was like, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure how I did. I don't know if it's, because I don't know. And then I think like a week later, they got back to me and they were like, just a heads up. It's looking good. It's looking good. I got like a WhatsApp message. It's looking good. I was like, oh my gosh. When I got the confirmation, I was just like, no, there's no way. Adeola, what have you gone and done? No. You have gone and auditioned for something you've never done in your life. Yeah. And now you have it. I don't care, but you need to, those lines that you don't know how to learn.
Yeah. Get them in now. Get them sorted.
Do you know what I started
doing?
I started trying to remember, like in high school, how like
an oral or something?
Oh, yes. And also how I used to write exams. Like I used to memorize.
You're one of those.
I was like crammer
the
the night before. How do you know? Till dates.
I had so many friends who I didn't have the luxury of doing that.
No, babes.
I'm not wired that way. But I had so many friends who night before
me.
They wouldn't
That's
sleep.
me.
And there we
That's
go.
me. A night before my exam is when my book opens. Everything else that I was doing prior to that time was just child's play. I was just skimming through. But the actual study, it's the night before.
Wow.
Up until the moment I sit down to write, like literally. Father Lord, I know you love me, because I don't know how I passed, because how? So I had to like tell myself, better get your shit together and fast. Yeah. Because I think I had like a few weeks before we started filming.
Yeah.
So it literally all just came and just
wow.
And I was just like, okay, well, this is happening. This is happening.
I think it was on my side, it was not as quick because I started off doing a lot of voiceovers for them.
Because you started before. You knew about things before I did.
When did you know? When did your audition happen? What time of the year?
It was like November.
Okay.
December.
Okay.
It was close.
Yeah.
It was very, very close, actually.
I think I started communications with them in October. I just remember it was on it was my birthday month.
It was November. You know why? Because I tweeted. I remember. I tweeted it. Manifest your dreams, people. I tweeted this thing. I said, I'm going to audition for that show and I will get it.
I actually saw that.
Mind you, that tweet was about the buzz.
Not even the show you actually got to the end. But look, that's how the good luck works.
Like, I was like, wait a second. Not only did I just audition for something, but it's my own.
Yes. So you went straight from, because a lot of people would kind of start off in smaller roles and then end up being like the host of their own show.
Do you know something? At some point I was like, are these people sure? Are you sure?
And because things happen so quickly.
Too quickly. So I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Is this for real? I wrote it down like, wait, so. Is it TV host, you said? TV presenter. Pan-African. Yeah. In the space of 1 month, I was like, no, guys, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I just had to embrace everything and take it all in. Within, a few weeks, I was on my first episode.
Wow.
I didn't get any, where there was no prompter.
Yes.
There was no prompter where I'm reading my lines.
So you had lines?
Girl,
even
I had
throughout.
lines. What I said I don't like is what they gave me. I had lines. I had lines. And I was just like, my first scene.
Yeah.
The first ever recording.
Yeah.
Can I say this on TV?
Say what you want to say.
I was so nervous. I forgot the producer was in my ear. Because I had, for like the first few episodes, I had like an earpiece. So she would feed me like maybe like a next question to ask like the contestants or something, you know. So I'm not used to this, that there's someone literally hearing every single thing that I'm saying at this point. So I'm standing next to the hairstylist, the head hair person. She's my friend. And I said to her, I'm so sorry. I said to her, Bavana, I need to shit right now. No, have you ever felt butterflies to the point where you actually need to go?
To the bathroom.
To the bathroom? Has it ever happened to you?
No.
I was so nervous.
Yeah.
Because all eyes were on me and they had masks on. So I don't even know who's who.
Yeah.
I don't know who is who. I don't know. So I'm like, and it's dark because it's only the lights that's on me that's on. And I can't see. They can see me. I can't see them. And then I hear that the client is behind one big black curtain watching me on a screen. I was just like, all in the space of how many minutes? Guys, how am I supposed to do this? I was like, you know what? It's now or never. Just... So the first few lines, oh, sorry guys, no, don't apologize. You know, like they were very, very, very accommodating and they were very nice about me making a few mistakes at the beginning. By like the end of like the first episode, by me shooting, I think probably the 5th episode out of 20 something, the producer was like, Adeola, you don't need this anymore. You've got this.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, like I didn't go for training. No one schooled me. This is just based off of what I know already from the industry, what I've seen. I mean, I've done TV commercials before, you know? What I see, people that I'm friends with, people who I see on TV, I've learned from them without even realizing, because at the back of my mind, I always wanted to be in TV. Yeah. So when I watch certain shows, I'm not just watching the glitz and glam of the show. I'm actually watching to see what is going on, how the presenter asks questions, you know, how they speak, what they talk about, how they move from one to one, and you know, so I was like, subconsciously I'd been teaching myself without even realizing.
Yeah.
And then that's just how this thing just happened, and then hella, all of a sudden, did I just say hello?
Yes, you did.
All of a sudden, I'm seeing on my screen TV presenter Adeola Ariyo. I'm just like,
it's crazy.
I'm like, wait, am I allowed to like tell people that? Guys, do you know who I am? I'm joking. Like, I was just like, my name is on a TV screen.
Yeah.
Do you know how nice that is as a model? Gone are the days where you do a job and they'll tell people who are seeing the pictures and stuff who the model actually is.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know half of the beautiful black models that I see on social media because they don't tag them. So I never know who's who. And it needs to change. And so for me to have like my name on the screen, you know, when I come in, it's there. You know, I was like, I'm loving this. So yeah, that's how that happened. Like it literally just came from nowhere. It came from a message, babe, I think you should, this is so you. Yeah. You should audition for this. if she hadn't sent it to me, I wouldn't have known, or maybe I would have found out much later or something.
I feel like shout out to Jolie, we love her. I feel like she gave me the nudge. I do believe that you would have done it.
Really?
Still. I do. Also because it was COVID. What were you doing? We're at home.
We were doing nothing. We're just sitting there wearing sweatpants, doing
exactly.
nothing. Like, absolutely nothing.
I remember, so because I'm in production, you know, with YouTube and things like that, right? The first indication of the channel of Honey at all happened through the DMs on Instagram. Yo, the power of social media these days.
Social media, guys, check your DMs. Stop playing around with that. I'm too big to check my message request. Check that thing. Your bag is in there. You don't even know. Like, seriously. Because I got DMs from, you know, I told you that there were other shows that were trying to, and I'm like, who is this? What? If I didn't open, because I can't just be like, oh, because I don't recognize the name, I'm not going to open, or because there's so many underscores and there's an X and a Y in front of the name. Open it. Like, open your DMs. Don't be that person on some, I don't check my DMs, because it's like...
No, people really need to. And so I remember there were two things that took place that time. Actually, I got 2 DMs. One was for this production company that wanted to produce for Honey. I don't think they ended up airing anything, though. And then another one was for something that's coming to Netflix. And so then...
I know, but you don't know.
And so then, on the one hand, I'm like, this is insane. And on the other hand, I'm like, okay, let's see. Yeah. So I think because of that, I was paying more attention to this. Right. So I sent an audition. Cool, they decided to go with a different person. I was like, that's all good. And I love that I wasn't stressed about any of it anyway. And then another person, a person from a different production company, contacted me, and they were like, "Hey, we have this like interior home renovation show," and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Like, if you know me, I'll probably do something with entertainment and fashion and this." And
it's like just completely off.
And I was like, I'm not an interior designer. I literally told them I was just like, I don't think I'm your person. And so I was like, okay, if you want me to interact with people, I'm your girl. Yeah. I can do that in my sleep. But if you want me to come and interior design the whole, please.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. So they were like, no, there's going to be an interior designer that we'll be partnered with. I'm like, okay, great. Walk in, because I have presenting experience, I'm expecting a script. I get there and they're just like, yeah, so just go. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, we'll just give you a scenario and just present.
Wow.
And I was like, okay.
Wow. I'm glad I didn't get that. But I feel like if I did, I would still have been able to do something.
You know what's meant for you is meant for you.
That's the thing.
And that's just the thing of it, right? Because I was just like, okay, this is weird. But I was like, I killed it regardless. Like, I killed it. I was like, I was great at it. I walked away feeling great with myself. I was just like, I know I did great.
Yes.
Also, they were like, have you done this before? I'm like, yes.
They asked me that as well. I was like, no. I was like, I just winged it. They're like, winged it? I'm like, yeah, I just winged it. Those were not the lines. I literally just made things up.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I had a great time there. We did it great, done. They were like, cool, we love you, great. And so I was doing some voiceovers for the channel. I was then in talks with that, and then that was like tied up, cool, contract signed, great. And then we started shooting second week of Jan.
So did I think, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went in fully from there. And I was just like, okay. When I tell people now, because I get the messages all the time, I want to be a TV presenter. I'm like, do stuff online.
You have to. You can't just be quiet and expect. And that's what I realized. Because I'm like, it's only the people close to me that know just how bizarre I can get. In the most positive way. Like, I am just so out there. And like, if you look at my Instagram, it's all like mean mugging. And but like, I am...
And that's what I loved, because your TikToks, I would die. I have favorites. Like, I have something I can just go to and just laugh, because there was just freedom in it. And I think that's what allowed people to see more of you. To see that, okay, cool, yes, you're a top model, amazing. But we didn't know this entire other side of you. You know, and so I think that was a great way for people to now put you outside of the box of just a model.
Yeah. Which was nice, you know. It was like, even before the show contacted me and everything, before all that happened, I got like a whole, like, TikTok came and was like, we want to put you on our program and this and this. You know, I was like, now I look at it, I'm like, if I had just continued.
You need to get back on
If I had just continued, maybe Elsa and I would be sharing a cover. But here I am. You know,
we love Elsa.
My TikTok, I don't remember the last time I actually put like effort, because like my TikTok was more like the lip syncing and then like, you know, like transitional videos, like fashion.
Yeah.
Which I'm also very good at.
Yeah.
But then I feel like I just got kind of, no, I know what it is. The moment we were free, when we had freedom to step out,
then
I all of a sudden didn't have time.
Yeah.
I don't have time. Who's going to set up the lights? Like, oh, I'm so tired. Like, you know what I mean?
Meanwhile, during the pandemic, Adeola's calling me, were you the one who called me about lights?
Was I not the one that was asking you? I was like, wait, Moyin, it says it's 200, which is higher, I was asking you about lights.
And I loved it. I was like, go for it.
I have all my lights.
So invested. You need to get back on TikTok.
I do need to get back on TikTok.
It says the person who needs to continually post on TikTok.
I feel like I got tired of my space.
Okay.
And to be honest, I would love to. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
because I can't be out there. That's how you be doing. What's the challenge now? Whatever challenge it is.
Yeah.
While you're in mid-woe, someone will just snatch your tripod, your phone, everything. They'll just, that's like, and I'm like, no.
No, you should just let me know. You just come here. There's 3 floors. You can choose whichever one.
Really?
Yeah, there's lots of.
I would love
spaces.
to, because if I have space, I promise you guys.
Okay, so now here you are, top model, Dan, TV presenter, officially there. What's next? And I say that, I do have to, because it's such a presenter like question to ask, but the maturity in the human being understands that next is always not necessarily like determined, right? Like the pandemic has shown more than anything that anything can happen. Yeah. But so not to essentially put pressure and say, okay, like what are your goals? But I don't know, what do you want to pursue next?
Well, you see, the thing with me is I always tell people, don't ever ask me about any goal. Don't ask me 1-year plan or those things.
It's probably better that way.
Like, I mean, like everyone's 2020 journal planner is empty. So let's not, like, I don't do plans.
Yeah.
I'm a go with the flow type of person. It might sound quite irresponsible or whatever, but like that's how I live, and it's done me well so far. Because if you have a certain plan and you're like this and you have tunnel vision,
you will miss.
You're missing things, you know. So like So right now, I'm working on something.
Okay.
I'm working on a brand of mine that I have been wanting to start for the longest time.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm working on it now and seeing it come in.
It works.
Like, I promise you, like, I always believe that you have to be in the right frame of mind in order for certain things to happen. If I need something to happen, I can't not be okay with myself personally.
Yeah.
You know, last year took a toll on a lot of people, a lot, including me.
Yeah.
So, and in as much as we were all home, TikToking here and there, you sit and you think about life and you just think about the importance of making sure that your time on earth is spent wisely, because the way people were just,
yeah.
You know? So I was just like, no, this thing, it's been there for years, and every time that I have an opportunity to talk about it, I beam.
Yeah.
So why am I not doing something about it? I know why I haven't or I hadn't in the past, and again, it's the fear of the unknown. It's not knowing, am I going to do well? You know, thinking too hard or overthinking things.
Yeah.
You know, and it was just, again, a conversation that just happened at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That has now brought this into fruition. So it's happening. Very soon I will be revealing things, but I can't right now.
That's fine.
You know, we play, we do work, you know. It might look like I play all the time, but I'm working too. Like, you know, so so that's what's happening now. And then I have plans to go back home and try that industry
Yeah.
there.
I'm glad you said
They
that.
need a beautiful, dark skin, fresh face, you know, on their TV screens. For real, like I just feel like I would do very well back home.
Yeah.
I really and I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the madness that comes with
The Nollywood industry.
not even just Nollywood, like
being back in
TV,
Niger.
just and the whole entertainment industry. So not just necessarily acting alone. Like I don't want to box myself.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be free enough. Like I'm in my father's land. I can do anything. I'm sure you can relate to what I'm trying to say. So like I'm just like I'm not gonna sit and say no. This is all I want to do. I'm literally just gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, it's time.
It's time. I'll leave it on that. It's time. Thank you so much. Part 2. I haven't done part 2 with anyone. Ever.
I have a lot of firsts under my belt now. I'm joking.
So thank you so much for coming the first time, for coming the second time, for sharing your knowledge. I'm excited for what you have coming up.
Thank you.